Hi guys, welcome to my backyard. Today we're going to go over actually how to climb a tree. So before I put everything on, step one, how do you pick the right tree for saddle hunting? So rule of thumb is actually you want something about a basketball round. You need it to be able to hold you, not move, look up, make sure the tree isn't completely dead. We don't want any widowmakers, which is basically something that might fall on you and make a widow. So I like this tree here in my backyard. This is one I practice out of. It's really easy for me to look around. I have deer that come up in my backyard. I've actually been able to hang here in the afternoons and watch the deer come in. So that's how I picked this tree, was basically where it's at around the other trees, lots of space. You want to be able to see your view area of what's around you. The good part about saddle hunting is you have 360 degrees around the tree that you can see. You can see behind you, you can see on the other side. You can use the tree for camouflage and hiding from the deer. So that's about the tree. I wear knee pads when I climb the tree. These I got from Tethered. You don't need to buy specific knee pads. I've even used knee pads that I bought for working on flooring, and those work as well. So you just need some knee pads, and they're easy to put on. Usually I'll do all of this at the truck before I even walk into the tree. Now, if I'm packing in a distance, I'll put everything in my pack, walk out to the tree, and then put everything on. So it's easier than using a pad that you'll see some people use, to me, just because it takes the bulk off the tree, having knee pads. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Next, our saddle. Now, it may look like a jumbled mess and it may be confusing if you're just starting out for this. It's actually really simple to put on. So there is 2 leg loops that you put your legs through. If you've ever done zip lining, or if you've ever watched an arborist climb a tree, or if you've ever done a ropes course, basically the same exact thing as what you're putting on. So I'm gonna step through the hole. You guys might get a funny blooper of me falling over in the process of doing this. Up to my hips, and now the belt. I'm always going to tighten my belt before I tighten my hip straps, my leg straps. Put this through. It's good, secure. Now, Ape Canyon is coming out with other buckles too. I do like this one just because it is so secure. Now that the saddle is on and secured, now you don't even need to have your hip straps tight. I just feel comfortable with them tight. And you'll see saddle fits really well, up and secure, out of the way. It's not really baggy. Remember, there is going to be weight in it once you get onto the tree. This is my bridge. So this is actually not going to be used till I'm actually up in the tree. So we're just going to tighten that down and out of the way. Now, you get to your tree. Usually, I'll have all my sticks attached to me. And it's really easy to attach these. There's multiple different ways out there. Easiest, simplest, and cheapest. Small S carabiner. And I'll take a few sticks. Take the cord that I wrapped them with, and I'll also attach them to the tree with, and hook them right on. Okay, those are there, secure, easy for me to grab as I climb the tree. Now, I'm also going to take my platform up into the tree with me. I have a fancy little carabiner on here, which is called the Deputy, also from Ape Canyon. I can just clip this right on. It's big enough, it's secure, it's heavy, it's good quality, it stays on really well. Okay. Now, the 2 main sticks that I'm going to put on first before I even climb a tree. You'll see some people use a aider to help them climb. That's something that is everybody's opinion. I personally don't use them right now. I just don't feel secure with them yet. But you can try them if you think you want to get that extra step. So, walk up to the tree. I'm going to unravel. Now, of course, I'm doing this in early morning, or something I usually do, I will go out the morning before I'm actually hunting. I'll pick the tree I think I want, the area, and I will put all of my sticks in my platform already on the tree. So the morning for hunting, all I have to do is walk out, climb the tree, and I'm good to go. I like using a cord that already has all the daisy chain on it. It just makes it really easy to attach it to the tree. Put it on. I usually start at about knee height because it's going to go down a little bit. Once you attach it to the tree, you're going to wrap it around, go through, come back over, find one of your gaps, pull it through the daisy chain, secure it, and then put the loop on, okay? Yes, this looks like a lot of extra. Remember, there's different size trees you're going to climb, or you can even cut it off where you know you're really going to use it traditionally. I personally leave it long just because you never know what tree you're going to need to climb that day. Okay? Push down. These sticks from Ape Canyon grip into the tree so well, I'm not afraid of them gripping into any tree. They also have good quality foot rungs. Now, some people might see them and think they're thin. For me, they work well. They give me lots of room from the tree with my boot. They're really comfortable. They're light, so they're easy to pack in. I like their sticks. Stick number 2, I'll put on before I even start climbing. Now, these are the short sticks from Ape Canyon. I will kind of set that there, gauge where the bottom was, and put my next stick. Unwrap. Okay, put it through. Secure. Hinge down. Put it through. Put this through. Secure it up. Now we can actually start climbing our tree. Now that I have these two, which are both secured on the tree, if these are more secure, I can hang from these. They're not going anywhere. I have 160 pounds pulling on it. I've seen big boys climb these. These are not going anywhere, and they're actually really easy to get off at the end, okay? So, now that I have my saddle on, my knee pads ready, and my first 2 sticks on the tree, now we can actually start climbing. This is my lineman. This is what I'm going to use to climb the tree. Now, you'll see some people use carabiners of all different sizes to help them secure this. Rope is best. Rope is most secure to itself instead of using some carabiners. So tightening it down, I just use the rope. There's lots and lots of videos out there on how to tie these knots correctly. Something I'll do in another video is going over all of the knots that I use when saddle hunting. And another person that is very good at knot tying is JRB. Check him out. He is great with his saddle hunting stuff as well as the tying knots. So you're going to get up to the tree. Hug the tree. Okay. See? Okay. Now we can actually climb. Hoist this up just a little bit so it's above my hips. Take my first step. I'm on my first rung. See? The rope is holding me secure. I can lean back. Look, Mom, no hands. It's secure. I can bounce. It's not wiggling anywhere. I can tighten this if I need to or want to. You keep it at hip or a little bit above your hips. If it goes too low, you might fall back. If it goes too high, you may not feel secure. So as you're climbing, it's important to try to keep your lineman at about hip height. For video purposes today, I'm going to pretend I'm already at my hunting height, just so you guys can actually see well in the video what I'm doing, okay? Now, I get to my hunting height. I'm going to tighten this just a little bit, just so I'm a little bit more closer to the tree. Reach down, grab my platform off of that hook. Okay, all set. Open it up. Kind of the same idea as what we did with our steps for climbing. It's kind of what we're going to do with the platform. Now, usually, traditionally, I like putting my platform right off to the side after that first one, okay? Just because it's easy, I can use that last step to turn, move, go around the tree. After a few minor difficulties, we're ready to finally climb this tree. So I'm going to move up to my next stick, keeping my rope at hip height. Now while I'm standing here like this with this all connected, my platform's right beside me, ready to go. Now is when I will actually get out my tether to put around the tree, and I'll just scoot it up while I finish ascending. Because while I'm connected, still using my alignment, I can take this off. So, I'm just going to put that there for the moment, just because it's ready to go for me. Take a step onto my platform. Now, while I'm still hanging here with one foot on, now is when I will extend my bridge, connect my bridge. That's not secure enough. We'll make it work. Okay. Now, I can unhook here. Take this, put it back in my pack, because I'm going to need it whenever I climb back down out of this tree. Technically, I'm hunting. That's all it takes. You get faster as you practice. I like putting my tether at about face height. Everybody's a little different for what they like for how high that is. You'll find what's best for you. You can shorten your bridge for whatever you need. Scoot forward, make my bridge shorter. I'm hunting. I also have my back band from Ape Canyon Outfitters. Now, the back band, kind of one of my favorite parts about saddle hunting. After a long day, when you go inside and you find your recliner, you don't even have to go inside to find your recliner. Your recliner's in the darn tree. You have your back band. You're gonna clip in your back band. You're gonna put it just around your back. Secure it to whatever you need. You're in a recliner. Put your knees with those knee pads I put on earlier. Put them against the tree. Sitting in a recliner. Even if my platform was to fall out from underneath me, like it's kind of slipping a little bit now, I'm still not worried about it though, because I am secured to the tree. Instead of in a climber or a ladder stand where you have to also have a safety harness, I don't need a safety harness. My hunting saddle is my safety harness. This can fall out. I can hunt without that, not even having my feet on it, curled up in a little ball. It's just nice to have the platform for if you're hanging back. Back band's working for me. I can sit here. I've done all day sits and saddles. They're so adjustable for what your body needs compared to like everything on your hips. It's so very adjustable. So if at some point during the day you feel pinching in one area, just adjust it. As you hunt more with it, you'll learn what works best for you. As you practice in your backyard, you'll learn what's best for you. The other cool thing about the back bands is If you feel like you're getting a pinch right here, you can extend this as far as you can. You put it down lower behind your back, around my hips, put it back in. Now it's putting pressure underneath my legs instead of on my back, and it takes that pressure off of it if it's pinching here. The back band is so usable in many different ways. It's something you can leave there. It's something as soon as you say, see a deer off to a distance, it's not going to get in your way. You could just drop it. It's still connected. You're not going to drop it out of the tree. Like I said, I'm reclining. I'm not going to fall. I have 360-degree view around a tree. Now, everybody thinks, well, how do you shoot out of them? How is that comfortable? Well, that's something we'll go over in another video completely of how to shoot out of a saddle for archery and rifle. Yes, you can rifle hunt out of a saddle. If you have any questions about gear-wise for what I'm using, just check out Ape Canyon. That's all I'm using today. Ape Canyon saddle, Ape Canyon platform, there's sticks. This is traditional saddle hunting with the sticks. Another thing you might see is this nice comfortable jacket that I'm wearing today. So this jacket is made by DSG. Girls, check them out. They are so comfortable. They have many different sizes for women. They have many different patterns, good stuff for early season, mid-season, and late season. I like their stuff. Now, as females in the outdoor industry, you'll learn stuff can be a little overpriced for women. That is something that as you get more into it, just save and spend the money on what you think you want to try. If you're interested in trying on their clothes instead of just ordering them, they're usually at the Great American Outdoor Show in Harrisburg. Don't be afraid to go check them out and try stuff on. I love their gear for women. It's so comfortable. It's designed and built for me. It's not big. It's not baggy. It fits great. If you have any questions about anything I'm doing, don't be afraid to ask. I can move around this tree completely. I have 360-degree view. I can pivot my hips and shoot something from behind me. I can pivot the other way. It's all about the pivots. You're connected and secure to the tree. I'm not going nowhere. If your fear is the height, practice a little off the ground. You'll get higher as you get more comfortable. Once you realize how secure you are, how light it is, how packable it is, I can go around limbs. That limb there, if I wanted to climb higher, all I'd have to do is reattach my lineman belt so I'm secure to the tree at all times, move that up and around, and re-secure it. I can keep climbing higher. You don't have to have perfectly straight trees. You can climb trees with a bend in them. You can climb trees that have lots of branches. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, just like it would be for a climber or a ladder stand. It's so versatile. Now, if you like what you see today, other than subscribing, and you think you want to get into this, check out Rockin' Arbor's website. That is also Ape Canyon. It's just two parts of the business. Check them out. I have a discount code to give you for 15% off. It's HART15, H-A-R-T 15 to get you 15% off. It also helps me out in the end. And also check out my Instagram. It's also Heart of an Outdoors Woman. And you can get a glimpse into my life and the adventures I go on. Now that we're up in the tree, how do you get down? Now, it's kind of just backwards of how you got up. I'll go over it real fast for you guys because you may be like, well, what if I slip? What if this happens? That's why you're so connected to the tree. I have everything connected. We're going to climb down. I grabbed that lineman's belt that I had earlier. I'm going to put it back around the tree. Reconnect it to my saddle. So now that I'm secure at that, we're gonna take this off. The other thing I'll tell you guys is I have honestly left my saddle stuff hanging in a tree for a week out here. and it rained. And I was a little worried of what the rope was going to be like, but I wanted to see how it would hold up in the weather, in the elements. I left my saddle I took in, but my ropes I all left out. I left my platform, and I left the back band out here. I looked over and checked all of my gear when I brought it back in. I had no issues. Rope wasn't acting weird. The back band wasn't discolored or funky. I was willing to leave it out in that rain and snow and had no issues. Bridge is out of my way. Tethered's down. Now, just like getting up, scoot around. Tighten my alignments about a little bit. Just one step at a time, gripping the tree so you're comfortable and secure. Now when you get to the bottom is whenever you take off your platform, unhook everything, unhook from the button, unwrap. Now, because I'm just climbing out of the tree at the end of the day, I may not put it all nice, fancy, neat, and all together. I'll probably do that when I get back to my truck, and I'll just secure everything for the moment for how I'm climbing, just to get out of the tree a little bit faster if I needed to. Secure. Now, if you hear the clips, everybody does a little different. You can wrap these in different things to make them all very, very quiet. That's the other thing that's good about saddle hunting, is it is so quiet compared to like a climber that's bulky that you carry in with you. You don't have to have an extra person help you carry your ladder stand in. It's all a one-man show. Now to take off these climbing sticks, now you think they're really secure to the tree because I can climb them. You think they might be dug in. The easy part of taking off your sticks is actually that it's just as easy as picking up on the stick. That's it. So now that all that is loose, take it off. Wrap it up nice and neat. Now this I will wrap up because I clip these back to my saddle as I walk out. Now, you're good. You can either leave that so you know what tree you're coming back to the next day, or you can take it off, or you take this one off and you leave the other one on so somebody else doesn't decide they want to climb your tree. Everybody's been there. Everybody's experienced it. I'm good. I'm secure. I can walk around. I can be weird. And it stays on. And I'm good to walk back out and hunt another day. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And remember, girls, get out there. It's not just for the boys. Have a beautiful day.